Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the first news on 28th February newspaper front page dawn. Pakistan ready to take peace process with India forward, Prime Minister. Our response will always be swift and resolute if our sovereignty is challenged, says Air Chief. By Bakr Sajjad Sayed. Islamabad, Prime Minister Imran Khan on Saturday signaled Pakistan's readiness to take the peace process with India forward and said making headway was contingent to on India providing an environment conducive to progress. We have always stood for peace and remained ready to move forward to resolve all outstanding issues through dialogue, the Prime Minister said in a series of tweets on the second anniversary of Pakistan Air Force Swift Report operation, in which two intruding Indian Air Force fighters were shot down and one of the pilots was captured. The Prime Minister's message reflected the recent developments on the bilateral front, in which the two arch-rival neighbors agreed to honor a ceasefire on the line of control that has witnessed some of the worst violations by the Indian troops in recent years. The Directors General Military Operations DGMOs of Pakistan and Indian Airlines armies in a hotline contact on Wednesday had agreed to abide by the 2003 bilateral ceasefire agreement arrangement at the LOCs. The commanders had further decided to address each other's core issues, concerns which have propensity and to disturb peace and lead to violence um, according a rare joint statement issued by the militaries. The joint statement is believed to be a result of what Special Assistant to Prime Minister on National Security Moiz Yusuf had in an audio clip described as behind the scenes efforts. Mr. Khan, who had so far not publicly commented on what the DGMOs had decided during their conversation, hailed the development, saying, I welcome restoration of the ceasefire along the LOC. The ceasefire had taken effect from the midnight of February 24 and 25 in accordance with the joint statement, which had mentioned the intent to address outstanding core issues and concerns. It is expected that both countries would be taking further steps towards lowering of intentions and normalizations. Lowering of tensions and normalization, emphasizing that the honors of creating an enabling environment for further progress rests with India, Prime Minister urged India to take necessary steps to meet the long-standing demand and right of the Kashmiri people to self-determination act and to UNSC according to UNSC resolution. Mr. Khan, in his latest tweets, made no mention of the previous condition set by Pakistan, including the reversal of August 2019 action by India to annex the illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir for meaningful engagement and seizing of human rights because in the rights abuses in the valley. Observers had earlier been surprised that Pakistan's engagement with India that resulted in the agreement on recommitting to ceasefire and resolving outstanding issues despite its own condition of revocation of annexation. Foreign Office Apple spokesman Zahid Hafiz Chaudhry had, at a briefing on Friday, denied any change in Pakistan's principal position on the Kashmir dispute. In a statement on Saturday, issued on Saturday, the MFO said Pakistan remains committed to peaceful coexistence and resolution of the long outstanding Jammu and Kashmir dispute in accordance with the relevant United Nations Security Council resolutions and the wishes of the Kashmir people. Mr. Khan said Pakistan responsibly responded to intrusion by Indian fighters in February 2019. He said India had resorted to irresponsible military brinkmanship by sending its jet across the LOC, but Pakistan acted maturely by returning the captured Indian pilot. I congratulate the entire nation and salute our armed forces on the second anniversary of our response to India's illegal, reckless military adventure of air strikes against Pakistan. As a proud and confident nation, we responded with determined resolve at a time and place of our choosing, Mr. Khan said. While speaking at a special ceremony held at the Air Headquarters in connection with the anniversary of the Swift Retort Operation, Air Chief Marshal Mujahid Anwar Khan assured the enemies of a forceful response to any misadventure by the adversary in future. We want to live in peace, but our sovereignty is challenged. If our sovereignty is challenged, our response would always be swift and resolute, as it was on February 2019, he asserted. Pakistan Air Force, the air chief said, was maintaining its operational readiness to deter aggression by augmenting its capability in all spectrums of operations while pursuing modernization through indigenous efforts. In a military praised message issued by the Inter-Services Public Relations on the occasion, the Pakistan Army said, Pak stands for peace and when challenged shall respond with full might. In an apparent reference to India's conventional advantage, the ISPR statement maintained it is not numbers that courage, but courage and will of the resilient nation that triumphs in the end. And in the end, the request if you have not yet, to please subscribe our channel and to press the like and bell button to get the fresh from us. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time and goodbye.